Discover the shocking truth behind the U.S. government's sale of Silk Road Bitcoin, a game changer for the cryptocurrency world. In March 2023, the U.S. government made headlines when it sold 9,861.17 Bitcoin for nearly $216 million. This sale was part of a larger batch of 50,000 BTC that had been seized from the infamous Silk Road darknet market back in 2013. The decision to sell this Bitcoin has raised numerous questions about the government's motives, the impact on the cryptocurrency market, and what will happen with the proceeds from the sale. Join us as we explore the intriguing story behind the sale of the Silk Road Bitcoin and its implications for the world of cryptocurrencies. The Silk Road Bitcoin. To understand the significance of this sale, we must first delve into the history of the Silk Road. The Silk Road was an online marketplace operating on the darknet from 2011 to 2013, notorious for facilitating the sale of illegal drugs, weapons, and various illicit goods. In 2013, the government took down the Silk Road and arrested its creator, Ross Ulbricht, who was subsequently sentenced to life in prison in 2015. At the time of the seizure, Bitcoin was valued at around $120 per coin. Fast forward to the present day, and Bitcoin's value has skyrocketed to over $28,000 per coin. The government has yet to disclose how it plans to allocate the proceeds from the sale of the Silk Road Bitcoin, but potential uses include funding law enforcement efforts or compensating the victims of the Silk Road. The sale of the Silk Road Bitcoin. The decision by the government to sell the Silk Road Bitcoin at this particular time was influenced by several factors. The first factor is the significant surge in the value of Bitcoin in recent years. Bitcoin has witnessed a remarkable increase in its worth, reaching new all-time highs. This made it an opportune moment for the government to capitalize on the high value of Bitcoin and maximize their returns from the sale. Secondly, concerns about potential illegal activities associated with the seized Bitcoin may have played a role in the government's decision to act promptly and liquidate the assets. The Silk Road was an online marketplace known for facilitating illegal transactions, including drug sales. Selling off the seized Bitcoin could help mitigate any legal complications or controversies that may arise from holding on to these assets. Lastly, selling the Bitcoin allows the government to close the chapter on the Silk Road case and move forward. The Silk Road case was a high-profile investigation that involved the arrest of its founder, Ross Ulbricht, and the subsequent seizure of a significant amount of Bitcoin. By selling the Bitcoin, the government can wrap up this case and shift their focus to other matters. The sale of the Silk Road Bitcoin was conducted through a private auction. In this auction, a consortium of investors acquired the Bitcoins for a total of $215.5 million. The private nature of the auction ensured that the sale was discreet and minimized potential market disruptions that could occur if the Bitcoins were sold in a public manner. In conclusion, the government's decision to sell the Silk Road Bitcoin at this particular time was driven by the high value of Bitcoin, concerns about potential illegal activities, and the desire to close the chapter on the Silk Road case. The sale itself was conducted through a private auction, and its impact on the cryptocurrency market has generated differing opinions. Whether the sale will have a significant impact or not remains to be seen, but it represents a significant step in the resolution of the Silk Road case. The potential impact of the sale. The potential impact of the sale of the Silk Road Bitcoin is significant and can affect the cryptocurrency market in several ways. Firstly, one potential consequence is the increased selling pressure in the market. Investors may become concerned that the government will continue selling its Bitcoin holdings, which could potentially drive down the price. The uncertainty surrounding the government's future actions may lead to heightened volatility and cautious trading strategies. Secondly, the sale has the potential to deter criminal activities involving Bitcoin. The knowledge that the government actively tracks and sells seized Bitcoin sends a strong message to criminals who may be considering utilizing it for legal purposes. This increased scrutiny and potential consequences may discourage them from engaging in illicit activities, enhancing the overall security and trustworthiness of the cryptocurrency ecosystem. Furthermore, the sale of the Silk Road Bitcoin can contribute to the legitimization of Bitcoin as a recognized form of currency. The fact that the government is conducting an auction process to sell the seized Bitcoin signifies its acceptance of Bitcoin as a legitimate asset. This recognition and endorsement by the government can bolster public confidence in Bitcoin's long-term viability and further establish its status as a credible alternative to traditional fiat currencies. Overall, the sale of the Silk Road Bitcoin holds the potential to impact the cryptocurrency market by creating selling pressure, deterring criminal activities, and contributing to the broader acceptance and legitimization of Bitcoin as a viable form of currency. These effects are contingent upon various factors such as market sentiment, regulatory developments, and the overall perception of cryptocurrencies in the public and institutional spheres. The government's plans for the proceeds. While the government has not revealed its precise intentions for the proceeds from the sale of Silk Road Bitcoin, it is expected that the funds will be utilized for law enforcement purposes or allocated to compensate victims of the Silk Road. This aligns with the government's overarching goals of combating illegal activities and ensuring restitution for those impacted by the illicit operations of the Silk Road marketplace. By directing the funds towards law enforcement efforts or victim compensation, the government aims to address the consequences of the Silk Road case and potentially deter future criminal activities in the digital realm. The future of the Silk Road Bitcoin. The future of the remaining Silk Road Bitcoin is uncertain, leaving open several possibilities. The government could choose to continue selling the Bitcoin, which may impact the cryptocurrency market and potentially drive down prices. Alternatively, they could consider returning the assets to their rightful owners, which would have significant implications for the individuals involved in the Silk Road case. The decisions made regarding these assets will shape the future of the Silk Road Bitcoin and have broader implications for both the cryptocurrency market and the parties directly affected by the case. The implications of the sale. The sale of the Silk Road Bitcoin carries several implications for the future of cryptocurrency. Firstly, it signifies the government's growing recognition and seriousness regarding the role of cryptocurrencies in society. This could serve to legitimize cryptocurrencies, making them more appealing to investors and the general public. Secondly, the sale might catalyze increased regulation of cryptocurrencies by governments worldwide. Concerns about the potential misuse of cryptocurrencies for illicit activities may prompt regulatory measures aimed at ensuring transparency and security. Lastly, the sale could significantly impact the price of Bitcoin. Continued government sell-offs could lead to a decline in Bitcoin's value due to increased supply. The sale of the Silk Road Bitcoin marks a significant event in the cryptocurrency world. While it is still too early to determine the long-term consequences, investors and traders must closely monitor developments arising from this sale. The government's actions, the potential impact on the cryptocurrency market, and the fate of the remaining Silk Road Bitcoin are all factors that will shape the future of cryptocurrency and its relationship with law enforcement and regulation. I hope you found this video helpful. If so, then don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more informative content. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in our next video.